Welcome back to InfoTech Insights. Today, we're tackling a topic that affects every single one of us, every single day: passwords. You might think you know everything about them, but the game has changed. Are your old habits putting you at risk? In this episode, we're going to move beyond the basics. We'll explore why your strong password might not be enough, introduce the three essential pillars of modern account security, and even peek into a future where passwords might become a thing of the past. Let's get started. For years, the advice was simple: use a mix of uppercase letters, lowercase letters, numbers, and symbols. Make it at least 8 characters long and change it every 90 days. Sound familiar? Well, that advice is officially outdated. Here's why. First, let's talk about the modern threat. Hackers aren't sitting in a dark room guessing your password. They use automated software that can try billions of combinations per second. A standard 8-character complex password like Troubadour3 can now be cracked in minutes, not years. The processing power available to cybercriminals has grown exponentially. The second and bigger problem is data breaches. Massive companies get hacked, and user databases containing millions of usernames and passwords get leaked onto the dark web. So even if you have a great password, a breach at one company can compromise your entire digital life if you reuse it on multiple sites. Attackers take those leaked lists and run credential stuffing attacks, automatically trying your leaked email and password combination on hundreds of other popular sites like your bank, your email, and your social media. This is why password reuse is the single biggest mistake people make. Think about it. You wouldn't use the same key for your house, car, and office. Why use the same digital key for everything? And what about those security questions? What was your mother's maiden name? Or what was the name of your first pet? In the age of social media, the answers to these questions are often public information. A quick look at your Facebook or Instagram profile could give a hacker everything they need to bypass your password entirely. They are no longer a reliable security layer. So the old playbook is broken. We need a new strategy. And that strategy rests on 3 core pillars. Okay, we've established the problem. Now let's build the solution. Protecting your digital identity in today's world comes down to 3 key practices: passphrases, password managers, and multi-factor authentication. Pillar number 1, length over complexity. Meet the passphrase. Instead of a short, complex password that's hard to remember, use a long, simple passphrase that's easy for you to remember, but incredibly hard for a computer to crack. What is a passphrase? It's simply a sequence of words. For example, instead of Q5BZPX, try something like correct horse battery staple. Why does this work? It's all about mathematics. A password's strength is determined by its length and randomness. A 4-word passphrase like that one has a huge number of possible combinations, making it exponentially harder for a computer to brute force guess. It would take modern computers trillions of years to crack. The best part? It's memorable for you. Try using 4 or 5 random unrelated words. Anxious blue carpet mountain is far more secure and easier to remember than any 10-character symbol soup password. Pillar number 2, use a password manager. The biggest rule is to never reuse passwords, but how can you possibly remember a unique long passphrase for every single website you use? You can't, and you don't have to. This is where a password manager comes in. Think of it as a secure encrypted digital vault for all your login credentials. You only need to remember one strong master password for the vault itself. Inside, the manager creates, stores, and autofills unique, incredibly complex passwords for every single site you use. Popular options include Bitwarden, 1Password, and Dashlane, and even the free ones built into Google and Apple are a fantastic starting point. This single tool solves the problem of password reuse and the problem of creating strong passwords. It is the most significant step you can take for your online security. Pillar number 3, multi-factor authentication, or MFA. MFA is your safety net. Even if a hacker steals your password, they can't get into your account without a second piece of information. It works on the principle of providing something you know, your password, and something you have, like your phone. This second factor is usually a temporary 6-digit code sent to your phone via SMS or generated by an authenticator app like Google Authenticator or Authy. While SMS is better than nothing, it's vulnerable to SIM swapping attacks. The gold standard is using an authenticator app. It's not tied to your phone number, just the device itself, making it much more secure. Turn on MFA everywhere you can. Your email, your bank, your social media, your Amazon account. Yes, it's one small extra step when you log in, but it's a giant wall for a potential hacker. So to recap the 3 pillars, use long passphrases, store everything in a password manager, and protect your accounts with multi-factor authentication. Now let's look to the future. The industry knows that passwords, as a concept, are flawed. They rely on human memory, which is imperfect. The ultimate goal is to get rid of them entirely. Enter passkeys. You've probably already used this technology without realizing it. If you've ever logged into a website using your fingerprint or your face on your phone or computer, you've used a passkey. Here's how it works. Instead of a password stored on a server, your device creates a unique cryptographic key pair for each website. One key is public and stored by the website. The other is private and stored securely on your device, your phone, your laptop. It never leaves your device. When you want to log in, the website sends a challenge, and your device uses the private key to sign it, proving it's you. You authorize this with your biometrics, your face or fingerprint. The benefits are huge. First, there's no password to be stolen in a data breach. The website doesn't have it. Second, it's immune to phishing. You can't be tricked into typing your passkey into a fake website because the private key is tied to the legitimate site. And third, it's incredibly convenient. No more typing. Major companies like Apple, Google, and Microsoft are all pushing this new standard. While it will take time for every website to adopt it, passkeys are the future of authentication. It's security that is both stronger and easier to use. So we've covered a lot of ground. We've talked about why old password habits are dangerous, how to defend yourself with passphrases, password managers, and MFA, and what the future holds with passkeys. Here is your action plan, your homework from today's episode. First, this week, enable multi-factor authentication on your primary email account. Your email is the key to your entire digital kingdom. Protect it first. Second, sign up for a password manager. Start with a free one if you'd like. Pick one service you use, like Netflix or Twitter, and let the manager generate and save a new, secure password for it. Get comfortable with the workflow. And third, check if your credentials have been exposed in a known data breach. Go to the website Have I Been Pwned? That's pwned.com, and enter your email address. It's a secure service run by a security expert, and it will show you if your email was part of any public data breaches. If it was, prioritize changing the passwords on those accounts immediately. These small steps will make a massive difference in your personal cybersecurity. If you enjoy this content and would like more tips on how to improve your security, hit that subscribe button and bell icon, and give this a thumbs up to get notified of future videos. That's all the time we have for today on InfoTech Insights. I hope this episode has empowered you to take control of your digital security. It's not about being paranoid, it's about being prepared. If you found this episode helpful, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might still be using password 123. Stay safe online, and we'll see you in the next episode.